apparently, I started this a long time ago before my other main console corrupted. And I can't really remember the story too well. All I remember is that somehow I can break fissures or get them to go away. And at some point, Gro, like, sacrifices himself for me to get rid of that guy who looks like Zhang Liao. I think it's Oswald or something. And then you meet, like, Geralt of Rivia and you meet Sidorgia at some point. And I can't remember how far along I am in the story, because I haven't played it in forever. And like I said, since my other console corrupted, I lost data for like over 42, 45 games. It's actually like 48, but some of them I was able to back up. They were saved via like PlayStation Network bullshit. Like Genshin Impact was saved because it's not, the game data does not save to the PS4's hard drive. It saves to MiHoYo's server, so that one was easily backed up. And then, like, I guess Dead or Alive pulled the server from my PS3. It accessed, like, the PS3 server bullshit, and it was able to get my save file that way, because it uploads it. But every other game was lost, including this one. And I can't remember how far along I was in my original playthrough. I also changed my character. The very first time I played this, she had wings. It was like one of the fallen angels or whatever. And now I'm like a bunny person, so that's changed drastically. We're still on chapter 3 to this. I do like this story because it feels like one of those old style games where like the way it's just like an old style to me. Like the way old games used to be. Like text adventures, like Amnesia bullshit. No, yeah, don't I need the Astral Fissures or I die or something? I thought there was Bidoo. Alright. This way you can shuffle through. Yeah, I remember some of these being absolutely bullshit. I don't know if I should read these or not. Sometimes I like to narrate it because, you know, sometimes there's videos, when it comes to videos, me personally, when I'm watching somebody play a game, I like when they read everything and narrate it for me, because sometimes I'll have it on and I'm not like fully watching it. Versus when you have to read it yourself, it's like hard to like pause the video on YouTube on your phone or whatever and read it yourself, especially on a phone, because sometimes it can be small text and it's like, what the hell does that even say? So sometimes that's why when it comes to all of my videos, I usually try to read all the text out loud. Sometimes I try to, and then sometimes I don't, because I feel like it ruins immersion. Because there are some people who like to experience it themselves by reading it themselves. And then there's some that just don't, so... Because I'm somebody who likes to have everything read for me. Maybe I should start reading these. So, as we made our way to the Astral Fissure, Dion leaned over and whispered to Gro. He's like, look at these trees, they're painted. Sir, for some time now, we've been being followed. I'm a generic dude. I know, we are being followed. And they do not seem friendly. Perhaps they have been affected by the fissure in Bakura. That is a distinct, I can't read. Distinct possibility. Though I love any delay, we should face them here and now. Look at he's so cunning. We readied our weapons. Moments later, Malfested soldiers charged out of the darkness around us. Yeah. I have to fight all three of them with, like, reduced health, but I used a thing, so I don't know if it's gonna actually work. Food item. It said it does something at the beginning of battle for, like, 20 seconds, but I didn't read it. I haven't played this in a while, so I'm gonna have to remember. Yeah, see, originally my character was like an angel version. I might change it back, but then I would have to replay this, restart it from the beginning, and I don't really feel like that. I don't know if there is an option to change her completely in character creation for this mode. I think there is, but I don't know if I'd want to change her. I don't think it lets me. Wow, with markings. Fuck. I was trying to go for a backwards kick, but I missed it horribly. That was like the most ridiculous kick ever. You know, I miss a lot of the modes from the older Calibur, so like 3 has some of the best modes. You dumb bitch. 4 was okay too. Oh, and 2 as well for like the weapon master. Son of a bitch. I hit the kick button, but she didn't do it. Man, this guy needs to come off your horse, dude. Winner. That was absurd. What the fuck? Hey, that one's still alive, watch out. Yeah. A Malfest that I thought defeated stood up and swung its sword at me. I tried to defend myself, but I stumbled as my head exploded in pain. Grouse sped towards me, arriving just in time to deflect the Malfest's strike. However, the wind maneuvered put him off balance, leaving him wide open. The Malfest's next swing arced towards him. Before the Malfest's strike could land, the creature froze. A moment later, it crumpled quietly to the ground. A woman stood behind where the creature had been. Oh, it's Taki. You did this? Who are you? She's like, oh, you know. Duh. I see no need to tell you. The evil here has been purified, so I take my leave. And with that, she disappeared into the darkness, as we all do. Are you okay? No. Who was that? She was no ordinary warrior. She's like a ninja, obviously. What the fuck? Indeed. For the briefest of moments, I sensed a strange power emanating from her weapon. We must ask our agents to investigate her. Yeah, we're like in an agency, I forgot. I forgot what it's called, though. We are tilted. Get tilted. I don't know why I laugh at that every time. Get tilted. Yeah, see, I don't think I can change her style from here. That's just what she is. Like, it's like once you pick something, that's what it is. Clearly this is stronger. Why am I not? I think it was because of the set bonus. Fucking Shangla. Oh yeah, I could change my style to literally anything, can't I? The Witcher steel! I've never used him, so I have no idea. Is it Tira? So what is this one? Is it Oswald? There's some characters I haven't used in this game, so I don't know what their styles are. Alright. No one yet. Just one. Though the Malfests were no longer a threat, my headache had gotten significantly worse. Finally, the Astral Fissure was in sight, but the Berserker who stood in the way of closing it. That's literally what it said. Okay, that gets worded kind of weird to where it almost doesn't make sense, but it does. Like, the way I read it, it sounds like, I'm like, wait, what? But no, it's correct. There's still no sign of Aswald or his cronies. That's hilarious. I believe we should refrain from closing the Astral Fissure just yet, and instead use it to lure Aswald out. That would never work. I would agree. However, the intense pain in my head was making it hard to stand. It took me a moment to realize Girl was looking at me. Our priority this time is to close the Astral Fissure. With our companion here in such a sorry state, our mission could be compromised. Step forward, however, and the Astral Fissure needs to be dealt with. Suddenly, with a great roar, a pair of berserkers emerged from within the Astral Fissure. 2 of them? This guy's super scared. Like, what is his face? Yeah. Without a trace of fear, Girl stepped forward and drew his weapon. I stepped to his side and drew mine as well. I shall take one, while you take the other. Stay strong, yeah. Words to live by. No, words to try by, more like. No, literally, actually, yeah. Words to try by. We're gonna be serious here. Sometimes saying things like that is easy. Actually doing it is not.
Battle 1. Fight!
Alright. I'm trying to remember my buttons. Fuck. I didn't guard at all because I forgot what it was. Elimination, subjugation, motherfucker, stop that. I forget how to play this game. What button was it? I had it set up to be really easy for me. There it was. Okay. I have all of my Soul Calibur games set up the same, but sometimes 5 is not.
Little warrior now lays here to rest.
No, it doesn't. Shut the fuck up. They're all set up with the same buttons, like X is my guard and so forth and so on, but like, I forget what my other buttons are. Stop that, that's like cheating. That fucker. Yeah, we'll do that. I was not close enough. Not only that, there's a slight delay when I go to do the back kick. I push it and she just doesn't. It's not fast. There's like almost like a 2-second delay. Like you push it and it's like 1, 2, then she does it. Battle 5 million. Yeah, there's a slight delay. Aggressive. Be aggressive. Don't jump. I do that a lot. Motherfucker. Hold on a minute. Get the fuck up. That seemed unfair on his end, but whatever. Once I absorbed the Astral Fissure's power, the pain in my head abated. It is done. Are you feeling better? Yeah, sure. I nodded. Good. Next we head to the village up ahead and gather information. He just has an explanation for everything.
Your soul surges in your body.
I laugh at that every time. Cause it just sounds so stupid. It's just the way it kinda does. It kinda sounds a little dumb. A warning. As I was taking a walk through the woods away from the campsite, a woman appeared, the same one who had helped Grow and I before. Yeah, it's straight up, Taki. I found myself unable to sleep that night, so I decided to take a walk, a short distance from the camp. I sensed someone hiding in the darkness of the forest. I tensed, expecting an enemy, but it was the woman who had helped us earlier that emerged from the shadows. I sensed the inhuman power within you. I saw you absorb that evil vortex. I conclude that you are no normal warrior. Like, why do people in these series games always do that? You are now normals! Like, yeah, obviously. That was obvious from the start. She had witnessed me taking care of the Astral Fissure. I knew I needed to tread carefully here. I will not ask you to tell me of your power. Your blade will show me the truth of you. Oh my god. Watch girls show up and be like, what the fuck? I think that is what happens, actually. He's like the most interesting character in this game. Like, I like all of the Soul Calibur characters, but they've gotten rid of some that I've really liked. And, it's just weird. I mean, they brought everybody back in this game, but like, it's just, you know what I mean, things change from game to game. Like, Grow's like the newest character in the series that I like. He has that edge that we need. Wow, super kicks for days. How the fuck's that a counter strike? I literally kicked you twice. We high on the night air or what, Taki? Are we high on the night air? Are we high on the night air? We are high on the night air. What is that sound? It sounds like somebody not trying. Don't break it! I say that a lot, don't I? I thought that was an armor break. Apparently it was not.
No choice.
I miss the old Taki's voice. She sounded more convincing, and she also sounded actually Oriental. Oh my fucking god, wow. Huh? Sidebreaker. Am I really? Are you barely noticing that now? Are you noticing that now? I kicked your ass. She says that at the last minute. Interesting. Those who stain their hearts with darkness deserve only death. But I may have been rushed. I can't fucking read. I may have been rash in my judgment of you. I can't read. Still, that doesn't mean you are safe. Listen well. The moment evil consumes you, you have become my prey. Do not forget that. She glanced at the forest behind her. And deliver this warning to the man hiding over there. His left arm is like a thundercloud ready to strike lightning. With that, she disappeared back into the darkness. Moments later, Grow stepped into view. And quite the pesky mosquito we have on our backs. Ask him what he knew about her. Ask him how long he's been there. Yeah, because if I was having the fight alone and he was actually kind of like supposed to be like protect me in a way, and the fact that he just watched that whole thing kind of makes me wonder, like, what were you gonna do? Come out the last minute if I was in trouble, acting like a hero? That don't sit well with me. What are you doing? From the start, I knew she was watching you. Fear not. Should the evil consume you, I shall kill you quicker than she. What the fuck? Is it supposed to make me feel any better? I told him that wasn't exactly reassuring. Suddenly I realized I hadn't thanked Grove for saving me from the Malfested earlier. I quickly did so. He need not thank me, I chose my actions. Time to head back. We rise early tomorrow. You can get sleep. Yeah, that never happens. That never happens. That never happens! Oh. So you can choose to go directly to the main mission or go do something else. Learn and improve. He wants me to fight him. Yeah, girl roughly kicked me awake one morning, judging by the position of the sun. It was still quite early. What could have happened? This motherfucker. I awoke the next morning to the sound of Gro's voice screaming at me like an idiot. Grab your weapon and follow me now. I hurriedly jumped up and followed Gro as he stalked off. This area should be fine. Draw your weapon, he's a psycho. Startled by his sudden request, I asked him what he intended to do. Gro let out a sigh. I suppose I should explain. I have no intention of harming you. I only wish to test you. Given that we still suspect you to be an outsider, it is likely that one day I will be ordered to eliminate you. Several conditions must be met if you are ever to be cleared of that suspicion. As part of that, I am tasked with performing regular observations of you and the Astral Fissures. In other words, I will fight you now to gauge how strong you are, then report my findings to the organization. It should go without saying that in order for me to get an accurate reading, you will need to fight me at full power. What an idiot. The surrounding air suddenly grew tense. Gro was giving off the same power he had shown before. I begin to doubt this commitment to not putting me in harm's way. I will go easy on you. Every time he does that, it reminds me of a guy from Tales of Xillia, where his hair would go like Super Saiyan Sasuke style. And he would start speaking a different language, and he was like an angel person. I can't remember his fucking name right now. And every time I see that, that's what I picture, and I literally start laughing, because it's absurd. It's absurd! Yeah, it was a guy from the Xillia who was like that. Can't remember his name, though.
Battle 1.
He's gonna own the shit out of me. Or maybe not, he's just gonna look at me weirdly. Are you even trying, girl? What the fuck? Ow. You motherfucker. Think you woke me up just for this? Oh! You do know ring outs are disabled. You can't... Murder. Good murder. Wow. That was straight up a not giving a fuck step.
No escape. This will hurt. I will not lose.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I could be aggressive, but I gotta remember how. Stop that. You know that was a low guard and it didn't mean shit. He still hit me through it. No, you don't. Oh my god. Ow. Enough! Broke my fucking armor. Ow. Stop it. Stop being a freak. Stop being a fucking freak. Okay, shit. He got me.
For the sin of weakness.
You idiot.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
No, it doesn't. This motherfucker. He's like, look at how cool I am with my fucking reverse Naginata blade helper. Oh my god. You know that kick really is slow when you get behind and you do it, the back kick? It's like a 2-second delay and I don't know why. Like, ow. Stop it. pussy guard break, you moron! Come here, just come here. Come here for a minute, come here. Kick it. Yeah, it's delayed by like 2 seconds. Cause like you push it, right? And it's like 1, 2, and then she does it. I don't know why it's so delayed like that. See, I pushed it. I'm pushing it. I'm mashing the shit out of it, and she's not doing it. Oh. See, I'm mashing it again. Nope. Okay. Magical wind powers. Fuck. Bro, no. I survived it though. Don't you try to grab me.
Your weakness!
No! Ah! Damn it. Letting him get behind me seems to be bad every time. Motherfucker, stop! You would think the Brave Edges would do more damage than what they do, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do, then they don't. Stop it. I feel like they do more damage in arcade. I could be wrong. Some bitch. Don't. You're a fast one, aren't you? Stop it! No! Girl, I swear you need to stop that.
This will hurt. The soul of a warrior now lays here to
No, it
rest.
doesn't. I refuse that shit.
Battle 1. Fight! Feel my blade!
Why would you say that? Oh, almost. Come on, Astral. You know, I used to be a Tonfa main. Like, Talum was like my main character I used in Soul Calibur 2. Then Shang was my second main. Like, it gives me a minute and I'll remember the style. You fuck. No! Ah! Why are you doing this to me? Stop it! Freak. Bro, I swear. Thanks for that wide shot, my man, if you know what I'm saying. We would need to see that. Jump it. Don't you wanna be what you think you know? I win, pretty boy. Yes! Magic. This girl lowered his weapon. The intense air around him slowly settled. It seemed as though my test was over, or was it? I see. Your strength and reaction times have clearly improved since you absorbed the astral. I can't read. The power of the Astral Fissure in Bakura, yeah. So it seems Astral Fissures not only have the power to rid you of your headaches and starve off nightmares, but they also can increase your physical abilities as well. I watched Grow while he mulled over things and thought of Dion and Natalie. I wondered where they were and how troubled they would be if they had happened to see Grow's strange power. I think they already know about it though. I sent Dion and Natalie ahead to gather intelligence in town. I would not worry about them. It was almost as if Grow had read my mind. We still have some time. Let's spar one more time. It appeared the test wasn't over after all. As I hurriedly readied my weapon, I noticed that Grow seemed somewhat more at ease this time. Relax, I will not use that power again. In fact, it quite made me realize I would like to re-examine a few of my techniques, and you will help me do that. My training with Grow continued for some time, ultimately lasting until Dion and Natalie made their return. Oh my god. He's like, fight me forever! Hold on a minute. Bounty for scoundrel boost. So these are like other ones that I could do. There's another one way the f over here. Swarch Winds. Hey, it's the Knight into with the evil eye. That's the castle area. Of course fucking Raphael would be there. He's a freak. The Fading Light. A world for her on the run. Yeah, he's creating Amy. The Accursed. In Search of Strength. That's another one. Man, that's a lot of money though to go over there. Because the red ones are my missions that I feel like if I don't do any of these other ones around here, then I kind of just miss out on that. I kind of want to go to where Raphael is, but I mean, he's there. Yeah. The little part.
Stands in your way.
Of course. It reminds me of like some other games I play where you're trying to get to one place on an open world field, but then like a little enemy spawns. Like it's like the damn spawns in Final Fantasy X too. You're trying to run around and suddenly you're fighting something. It's annoying. I hate it. It's absurd. Alright. This guy is like a reject. That was the most absurdest thing ever. Nope. It's funny to see a guy be defeated and have such a feminine pose. It's hilarious. Okay. There's 3. The cold was not the only threat on the snowy mountains. A group of men attacked me, but it seemed their intended target was elsewhere. I climbed a relentlessly steep and snowy mountain I almost couldn't read, when suddenly I felt uneasy. Focusing, I sensed several people hiding nearby, barely perceptible. A deadly still filled the air. I can't read. I guess they realized I was on them. Felt rather than heard. That's literally what it says. I felt rather than heard the strike coming from my back. Well, that makes sense if you slow it down. Relying on instinct, I deflected it. When I turned, weapon at the ready, 3 men were facing me. You're no ordinary traveler. Our sources suggest those fools work alone. But that matters not. You shall die, and they shall join you. Yeah, they're after, Raphael and Amy. And I guess I'm like the person who caught in the crossfire, and he's gonna be like, oh, you saved me from them, blah, 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 distraction. It has to be something like that. The attacks are poisonous. Oh yeah, when they hit me, my life starts draining. It slowly drains over time when she gets to get hit. Getting hit once is stupid. I'm trying to turn her around and I can't. Stop that! It's just her. Motherfucker. This guy's getting too overly confident. I'm about to put him the fuck down. Douchebag. How about no?
No escape.
My beauteous radiance.
It straight up sounded like Yuri Lowenthal. Probably because it was, wasn't it? My beauty's radiance, yeah. What a thing to say when you die. The trio defeated. I was taking a moment to catch my breath when I was interrupted by the sound of clapping. Turning, I saw a tall man and a young girl appear from behind a tree. The clapping seemed to have come from the former. A talent you have, you appear unfazed. Nay, I can't read. To dealing with those uncalled creatures. Man, he looks like such a, like, smug motherfucker in this game. Amy does not look the way you think she would. They tried to recreate her based on the Calibur 2 Amy that was shown in the opening, the CGI opening. Not what she really looks like. The nobleman and the red-haired girl approached me. Judging by their appearance, both had been in a scuffle recently. They must have been the fools those men had spoken about. The ones you fought were 3 of countless many who wished to see us dead. They appear to have been a small reserve, ready to come finish us off if their hearts, or if their allies failed. What luck have you come along then? What your offering, though it may be. How about a cup of aqua? Yeah, he's gonna just speak some fucking French to me. As a token of friendship, you should find it takes the sting out of the cold air. I feel like he's gonna try to trick me. Like, I don't know if you should trust that, because he could probably, like, spike the drink. That does seem like something he would do. In a normal thing, I'd be like, no, that's okay. I don't need any of your water life, your life of water. That's literally what I think that translates to. Aqua Vitae, I think so. I'm gonna just say sure, why not? My frozen hand was barely able to grip the cup of clear liquid. In one swig it was gone, and a shock and shudder ran through my body. My throat was on fire. This was no weak concoction. Are you an idiot? There could have been poison in that. That's what I was thinking. You amuse me, friend. I'm Raphael. This here is my daughter Amy, and may I ask your name? I told him. Sovereign, I shall remember it well. Bon voyage, yeah. Just bye.
Your soul surges in your body.
I laugh at that every time because it's absurd. Alright. Fading light. I could head back to where I was previously. Gotta make sure I have enough money to get back though. 4,005. What should I do? That's real expensive.
Stands in your way.
Why? That weapon they have looks absurd. It's absurd.
Now let's
Critical hits do more damage. It's funny. Yeah, it's funny.
Now let's
Oh my god.
Stands in your way.
They really just don't want me to get there. Okay. They're like, let us block you forever. What the fuck? Oh, this just in, I can't hit. I should have used it. If I would have known that, I would have healed.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Damn it. Because I died, they won't let me go. So I lost a lot of money for that. Well, you know what? We'll just leave then. The next Astral Fissure is located in the Fugal Sestimus Temple. Yeah, the Fugal Sestimus, from what Gro and the others have told me, they were a mad cult who worshipped a nefarious god called Pelagia. We're turning into, fucking Skyrim, that guy who's like, Pelagius the Third. Anyway, they were both cruel and brutal and delighted in human sacrifice. If we charge him blindly, I predict we will encounter heavy resistance. Additionally, their temple is a veritable labyrinth. It will take time to locate the Astral Fissure once we are inside. What do you suggest we do, sir? Simple. We take a cultist hostage and get the information we need from them. As if it's that easy. Like, come on. According to Dion and Natalie's information, there were 3 cultists nearby. The first was a high priest living in the village up ahead. The second was a swordsman who once worked for the cult as a mercenary. The third was a merchant who transported goods for the cult. The high priest was known to be a talented martial artist and had an elite bodyguard on hand. The swordsman was alone, but a warrior of great repute. The merchant had scores of guards, but none were particularly noteworthy. Each would likely provide us with a different type of information I can't read. Target the high priest in hope of gaining valuable information despite the difficulty. Target the swordsman as a compromise between information quality and ease of capture. Or target the relatively defenseless merchant for a quick and easy source of information. I think the one who's more guarded would probably know more versus these other fucking two. Because like, this guy has bodyguards, but they're not great. This guy's by himself, but just, he's in this one skilled with a bodyguard. Yeah, but there's like 4 of us, and only 2 of them if you look at it. But technically I'm gonna be the one fighting everything, so which means I would have to fight both. I want that high priest. He has to know something. Sail the high priest. The higher up they are in the organization, the more accurate the information they must have. With that in mind, we attack the high priest and escort just outside of the settlement. I heard that filthy rats were sniffing out our glorious temple, and you certainly look like the rats to me. That guy really seems like a psycho. Our glorious temple! Like, that's what I expect him to sound like. Like a pompous son of a bitch. High class gold, whatever you want to call that, the way they act. You keep saying that, yet we're not seeing it. Jesus Christ. He's like, let me say a thing over and over. It's not true. Screw it. Scale, 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 scale. I like how they just like stand there and look at you. They're like, I could attack you if only I could stop looking so cool. Oh yeah. Oh, that could have been bad for me. Could have been, but we all know it was not. That guy cared more about his reptile jacket than anything else. He's like, I'm a reptilian. We were able to obtain a sketch map of the grounds, complete with guard positions and the exact location of the Astral Fissure. We could not have done any better. We can use this information to formulate a plan. What the fuck? I did lose a lot of funds when I got defeated. That kind of sucks. That's why sometimes when these things open up for you to go, I try not to even do it, because as you're traveling from place to place, if you get attacked in the middle of it, it'll just like end your expedition. It won't even let you continue from there. It's just like over. Our efforts helped us ascertain the location of the Astral Fissure and the Fugal Systems Temple. I feel like temple should be capitalized, but whatever. Our plan is complete. Dion and Natalie slip in and cause a commotion. We will infiltrate the premises while they are distracted. We hit them tomorrow. Do not expect an easy ride. Prepare well. I think at some point, isn't that where See, if you don't got enough money, it won't even show you. I like how it has the arrows. It says search location with the arrows, but you can use the damn joystick. You don't need to use the arrows for this. I'm using the joystick right now, which is why it's moving so fast and so accurately. Thanks to Dion and Natalie's distraction, we managed to successfully infiltrate the temple. However, the chaos inside seemed too widespread to have been caused by our diversion alone. It seemed we may not be the only intruders here today. If I remember correctly, because I remember bits and parts of the story, isn't this the part where, like, Sung Mina shows up? And Girl's like, you need to leave. And she's like, never, this guy looks like a moron. That way, over there. Look at this. What the fuck? They're like, let us wear colored masks to make it, like, how do you breathe? How do you see? This is absurd. What's going on here? Who dares desecrate our temple? Can you imagine if they talk like that? The gallery's on fire. Someone put it out. Someone, anyone, report what's happening. Intruders, they're wreaking havoc. The fiends vanquish them, gouge out their eyes, like, so they can all look like us. This is far too much chaos to have been caused by Dion and Natalie alone. Could he have gotten here before us? Who do you mean he? The Astral Fissures should be just ahead, but... Wait, hide quickly, do you see what I see? How dare you trespass in our sacred temple? They all talk like that. You shall not leave here alive. Our God shall feast on your souls. I expect them to talk really monotone and empty. Kill them. The Voltro guy. Kill me. You can't even scratch me with the new power given to me by Lord Aswell. It is I who will feast upon you. Like, that's literally how this is going. Hey, it's that guy who looks like Raphael. You lot make a sweep of the surrounding area, see that no one worms crawl in. You got it. Generic guys. I knew it. We have to act now. Attack. We leapt out from the shadows, attracting the attention of Daniel and Voltro. Oh, I see. You weren't able to resist my beauty. Like, what? Tell me, girl, why do you pursue Lord Aswell so doggedly? Because you were ordered to? Or to avenge Orzal and Curtis? Such a grotesque attitude, truly vile. I have no desire to converse with traitors. Stand aside, Daniel. The cultists are dead. These pigs are nips. What the fuck? Like, it just kind of flows that way. When you try to read the text normally, you just naturally do that voice, because that's how I expect it to actually sound if this was voice acted. It's funny. It's like you listen to it, but like you try to read it normally, yet your mind is like, I must continue to talk like this. And it's funny. It's just funny. Like the text writes itself, man. The text gives a voice to itself. Like, did you resist my beauty? He's turning in the Junghae from Dynasty Warriors. God, he was not even facing the right way. If you go back and freeze frame that, it's like he was turning around. Wow. My beauty is undeniable. Like, that's how I expect him to talk. This is literally the voice. Yeah, and then he fights with the Shanghua style. Definitely. Fucking... You pompous motherfucker. I'll kill you. Yeah. Because he's kind of a short character, it's hard to grab him. Oh, shit. That really is his voice. Oh, sorry. I might have went a little overboard. It's just funny that that's literally what it sounds like. It's such beauty, like literally. I can't stop doing it now. It's such an unsurpassable allure. We cannot score in this one, I think. Stand down. I am not done yet. With the power Lord Aswell bestowed upon me, these maggots are dust. It's turning into Astra. Remember the plan. Only the ugly know not when to restrain themselves. Shut your mouth. The power swallows his mind. I'm left with no other choice. Daniel disappeared, leaving his companion behind. Vulture swung his weapon wildly around himself, his breathing ragged and his eyes filled with a mad bloodlust. There was no indication he was going to tire anytime soon. Leave this to me. You go on ahead and deal with the Astral Fissure. You think you could just leave? Your fight is with me. Okay. As Vulture and Grove clashed, I ran for the Astral Fissure, the sounds of battle echoing behind me. I think people are mad about what's so Calibur 5 as well, because like they don't show you the action, you can just hear it, and it's just like a still picture image with like sound effects. It kind of does suck, like, but you know, I think it's like their budget or whatever. If you have to make everything in the game a cutscene, that could probably take time, and I don't know how expensive that is. By the time I arrived at the Astral Fissure, it had been destroyed. The man standing where it had been turned towards me, and with a flourish gave a dramatic bow. It was Aswell. Salutations, I'm Shang-Chiao. It so totally is. It's been far too long if you're after the Astral Fissure. I'm afraid you're too late. How delightful, just as I'd planned. Now it's even more than sublime, magnifical, fantastic. He's turning into friend. What a magnificent miscalculation. This guy needs to chill the fuck out. I just need a few more Astral Fissures is worth of power. My spine is tingling with excitement at the... Aswell stopped suddenly, and a shield appeared in front of him, deflecting a surprise attack from the newest intruder in this temple. I see your power has grown significantly. I am Cecil, the motherfucker who comes from 3. Aren't I cool? Look at me. Oh me, oh my, what a silly fool. How dare you interrupt me mid-monologue. If I hadn't obtained the power from this Astral Fissure, I would have failed to deflect your presence, and the curtain would have fallen too soon on my glorious performance, my god. And the resonance between the fragments of the cursed and spirit swords grows stronger. However, it is not yet strong enough to produce a sword. Such perceptiveness. You have a dangerous mind. What the fuck are we talking about? The spear Aswell produced from thin air would obscure Thothelmel's body had he not evaded it. Like, you see how it's just throwing shit, but you can't actually see it happening, so you have to like imagine it. Very good, you're right, you know. Bingo, good job. He just seems like a joke. Once I raise the fragment's resonance to their limit, I will be able to create swords, both cursed and spirit, that match the power of the originals. And with those, you hope to produce another evil seed. Do you really wish to destroy the planet? Evil seed? How dare you use such an egregious misnomer. I call it the ultimate seed. The evil seed formed because the cursed sword gorged itself on the violent emotions brought about by chaos and war. That is why it had such a terrible effect on the humans I love so dearly. However, it also gave them phenomenal power, and that is where I had my epiphany. Perhaps people can be given this extraordinary power without losing their reason. By doing so, I can free them from their shackles of humanity's absurd destiny. The ultimate seed is formed when the energies created by the spirit and cursed swords are fused together. By pushing their powers to the extreme, one can create something that far exceeds the evil seed. Once the ultimate seed covers the globe, the human race will evolve, allowing them to achieve eternal glory. Though it pains me that some will be unable to survive the seed's power, it will be for the greater good. Did you hear that? If he succeeds in creating the ultimate seed, many will die, including those whom you met on your journey. Stop him from taking any more Astral Fissures from what he has revealed today. I must busy myself with another task. It just disappears. Leaving so soon, but I was enjoying our little discussion. Aswell summoned another blade and hurled it at Zasalamel, who casually deflected it before striding away. He's like, I don't have time for this. Such a pity he has no time to play. Then again, I must be on my... Vulture hurled it through the entrance, following shortly after by